Thank you, but I spaced out introducing you because I saw Roxy Walker sitting there. And hi, are you all friends? I know.
Yes.
Well, and Roxy's also Lenny's mom.
Yes.
You know, so
I know.
that's the reason for her to be here. But I'm saying Maya Angelou embodies all the. Hey, that's Roxy Walker from the Jeffersons.
That's it.
You know, the kid in me, it won't let me work.
Of course. But that's what you do so well. You work so well.
Well,
you work well.
I'm glad you're here with me working this one out.
Thank you.
How did you meet Dr. King?
When I was very young and quite mad. Two things that you have to have together. You know, you have to be mad while you're young. Later on, it doesn't look good on you. Yeah. But I was young and mad. And
what were you mad about most of the time?
I mean, I was mad at injustice. And I didn't understand very much about it. I kept wondering, but why me? I'm a nice person. Why do people get up when I sit down on buses or streetcars or something? You know, why? I'm really very kind and funny, you know. But Godfrey Cambridge, who was my ace in Boone, and I decided we would do a cabaret in New York City and raise money for Dr. King. After we heard him speak, we were just bowled over. Yeah. So we started a theater and called Cabaret for Freedom. And we had some of the people who later became very famous and as famous as he. And we raised the money and gave it to the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. And then the man who was the head of the New York group, Bayard Rustin, who was a great hero, decided to leave, and many people came to look for the job as the Southern Christian Leadership Conference Northern representative. I was young. I had a big fro like that, and I went in to apply for the job. Now, people had gone who had doctorates from that and masters from that and who were very full of themselves and quite capable, I'm sure. But I was young, and I was mad. So I went in to be interviewed, and I said, if you want someone who has letters behind her name, then you don't want me. But if you want someone who will get the job done, you'd be well advised to choose Maya Angelou.
Hello.
Hello. Well, I'm happy that the people saw over my ignorance and insolence, you know, and chose me. And they said, this child, please help her, you know, get the child in, give her a job. So I became the fundraiser, really. Yeah. But Dr. King, you see, he was we were of an age. We were a year apart. He was so wise and funny as well.
But see, you use the words King's magic.
Yes.
Is that what you mean when you say King's magic?
No, well, magic, yes, but only because he didn't forget people. You see, if you know enough, you take everybody into the room with you. When you, Arsenio Hall, when you walk out on this stage, you bring so many people with you. People who have loved you, people who have taught you, people who have supported you, you bring them. Now, Dr. King's magic depended upon his bringing everybody on the stage with him. So when he came out, people would say he has charisma. But what they really meant was that he had about 4,000 people all around him who were invisible to the audience. But when he came with so much stuff that you couldn't take your eyes off him. You see? And that's because he honored those who went before. And people live in direct relation to the heroes and the sheroes they have.
Let's take a quick commercial and come back, and you said sense of humor. You mentioned a couple things that I want to go forth on. We'll be right back with Maya Angelou.
Thank you.